This is the Rolex Submariner from True Time 168. I just received in the mail today. I just wanted to do a little video review, unboxing, and it is definitely well wrapped. I've already cut the bubble wrap away, but it came in a small box like this, and a lot of bubble wrap, layers and layers. I've already cut it apart so it's easier to open, but well packaged from Lucy. Hold on a second. Okay, cut it out of the bubble wrap finally. I have a little plastic on the dial yet, but around the case. This is the Rolex Submariner. It is the HoloLink version, although it does have the engraved rehaut, and very nice feel to it. I'm going to take the plastic off the case here and show some close-ups of the dial. Give me just a minute. There's the clasp. And no review would be complete without seeing Benji. Come here, bud. Alright, Benji and somebody who's not coming out of her crate today for some reason. Athena. Hi, girl. You need to come out and visit. Alright. Alright, got the film off of it. I do see why you guys wear white gloves, because I am getting smudges everywhere. But beautiful watch. Everything that is supposed to be brushed is brushed nicely. Of course, I've got smudges on it already. Everything that's supposed to be polished is polished nicely. The bezel is very nice. The crystal is, or the pearl's okay. Little bubbly, but it's decent. Just unwrapping it, the watch took off and started running, so it doesn't take much. I'm gonna put this on macro here in a second and show, but there's the clasp. Opens nicely. I'll show that too in a bit. Nice logo. The screws on the sides sit nice and flush with the sides of the links, which I like. That's a good sign of good quality there. I'll macro that in a second too. Okay, here's the pearl. Try and get close. Be as good as I can do. Hour markers, everything is lined up nicely. The date is centered perfectly. Very nice. I sound like Kenny now. Very nice. Crown guards are awesome. And I love the finish on the bezel. Okay, I'm gonna wind it up and set the date. Unscrew the crown. Unscrews nicely. Pull it out one click. And today's the 23rd. Right there. Pull it out one more click. Set the time, it is 1:23. Somewhere around there. Push it back in. Push it back in again. Wind it. Turn to the right. I give mine about 20 to 25 turns. And pop it back in. Screw it back in. Turns nicely. Snug it, not too tight. Nice smooth second hand. This is the 2836 Asian movement and beats at 28,800 beats per hour. So nice smooth second hand. Show how the clasp works here. It does sit nice and flush with the bracelet. And pops open. Bracelet opens up nice. There is a diver's extension in there. Don't think I'm going to be doing any diving though, but just in case, it's pretty handy. And nicely brushed bracelet and clasp. Really nicely done. And it shuts nice and crisp. Nice click. Closes nicely. I want to show how nice and flush the screws sit against the sides of the links there. Nicely done on both sides. See if I can get it close here. The date nice and centered. And see the rehote. The hour indexes are nicely loomed. I haven't checked the loom yet, but we'll do that in a minute. Nice writing on the dial too. Everything's nice and straight. Okay, here's my my new sub. This is more of a version of the I believe 2010 and up models that I just received. And my older one without the rehote. Very, very similar. Differences that I see are the crown guards are just slightly thinner on the new one, a little bit thicker on my old one. But the finish is nice on both of them. The date alignment on this older model is actually off center and a little bit, so it is going back. That's the reason for getting this one. This is about 15 seconds under a light source. You can see they're both pretty similar with the lume. This one seems to be a little bit more uniform than the older one here. This one, the lume does not last very long at all. Fades out right away. Looks like this one is probably about the same. And a picture, or a video of it on my wrist. I have to take some links out. But has a nice wrist presence. Just comparison next to my Luminox, a few millimeters smaller. One thing that I noticed between this one and my old one is, my old sub, is that clasp sits so nice and flush. My old one, it sticks up just slightly. It's not terrible, but this one is perfect. So I think that about does it, and hope this helps out. If anybody's interested, I got this from Lucy at True Time 168. Good service and pretty fast response time. You always have to remember they're in a different time zone. You have to allow for 24 to 48 hours for them to email you back. But they certainly will, and they have good quality watches. Thanks for watching. One more thing I forgot was this case is 40 millimeters and 13 millimeters thick, and of course Tyson likes it, and Benji would like to get a hold of it. Nice, buddy. Thank you. Alright, I have to resize this and keep from getting attacked here.